16th century. It offers an interactive experience where you can meet characters like judges and jailers dressed up in period costumes. You can even visit the underground jail and old gallows to get a feel for crime and justice in Nottingham. At number 2, we have the City of Caves. Nottingham is built on a soft sandstone ridge that has been hollowed out with caves for hundreds of years. You can embark on an underground journey through more than 1,000 years of history, including England's only known underground tannery and the Drury Hill slums dating back to Victorian times. At number 3, we have Woollerton Hall. This marvelous Tudor house was built in the 1580s and is wrapped in 500 acres of parkland. The house's interior has been updated a few times since the 16th century, but it still retains its Elizabethan charm. It also houses the Nottingham Natural History Museum. At number 4, we have the Old Market Square. This is the largest remaining market square in the UK and is still a congregating point for the city. The square is where everybody gathers on New Year's Eve and has a German-style Weihnachtsmarkt and fair in December. At number 5, we have the Arboretum. This is the oldest park in the city, opened in 1852. The park has Grade 2 status and is also the scene of Nottinghamshire Pride, which brings stalls and entertainment to the park at the end of July. At number 6, we have Ye Olde Trip to Jerusalem. This pub is built into the castle's sandstone crag and is believed to have been founded in 1189. The pub has a unique character with its passages and caves cut from the sandstone. At number 7, we have Nottingham Castle. This castle looks over the city from its high sandstone crag known as Castle Rock. The castle was torn down in the wake of the English Civil War, but was later rebuilt. It now houses the Nottingham Castle Museum. At number 8, we have the Nottingham Contemporary Art Gallery. This gallery is one of Britain's largest contemporary art centers and is set in the Lace Market area. The gallery is free to enter and puts on up to 5 contemporary art exhibitions each year. At number 9, we have Highfields Park. This is a 121-acre green space just south of the campus for the University of Nottingham. The park has a lovely esplanade beside the boating lake and a flower garden covered with pergolas and planted with azaleas. At number 10, we have the D.H. Lawrence Birthplace Museum. This museum is in the former mining town of Eastwood and has been returned to how it looked in the 1880s. The house paints a picture of family life in a mining community. At number 11, we have Green's Windmill. This windmill was built in Nottingham's Sneinton suburb in 1807. The mill was almost lost to a fire in 1947, but was restored to working condition by Nottingham City Council in the 1980s. At number 12, we have St. Mary's Church. This is the largest medieval monument in Nottingham and was constructed across the 14th and 15th centuries. The church has stained glass windows produced by some of Victorian England's leading glassmakers. At number 13, we have the Nottingham Industrial Museum. This museum is in the stables at Woollerton Hall and has pieces from the local textile trade, which has been around since the invention of the stocking frame. At number 14, we have Stonebridge City Farm. This farm is close to the center of the city and is a place where youngsters can come into contact with domestic animals like rare breed pigs, cows, sheep, goats, ducks, donkeys, and Shetland ponies. At number 15, we have Newstead Abbey. This is the ancestral home of the poet Lord Byron and is 10 miles north of Nottingham. The estate has 300 acres, with Gothic Revival follies, lakes, waterfalls, peacocks, rhododendrons,